Are you ready to transform your normal e-commerce business into one that experiences exponential growth year after year using online advertising? If so, this show is for you. Me and my guests will show you how you too can grow your e-commerce business to 7 or even 8 figures so you can go on more luxurious vacations, spoil yourself and your family, say yes to more opportunities, and become financially free so you never have to worry about money again. Welcome to the e-commerce performance marketing show. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Ecom Performance Marketing Show. So in today's episode, I'm going to help you with a big pandemic issue in e-commerce. And no, I'm not talking about the pandemic that you might be thinking of, which is COVID. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the pandemic of cart abandonment. This is a massive issue right now in e-commerce and has been for quite some time. Did you know that on average, people are losing 68% of people leaving their cart? So let's just say that you get 100 people adding to cart in your e-commerce store and you're getting 68% of those people leaving. That means that you're only getting 32 people to actually purchase out of those 100 people they're adding to cart. Now, if your store is doing even greater numbers of cart abandonment, let's just say that you're getting 100 people adding to cart, but only 2 people are checking out, then you've got a 98% cart abandonment rate. So whatever your cart abandonment rate is, it's probably not good unless you have good cart abandonment processes in place in your e-commerce business. And that's what I'm going to help you solve in today's episode. I'm actually going to give you a huge free bonus just for watching this episode. I'm going to give you some templates that you can sign up for that's going to help you be able to eliminate this issue for good in your e-commerce business. So this way you can take your e-commerce business from, let's just say that you're losing 98% of people after they've added to cart and you're only getting 2 customers out of 100 that do that. Let's just say you can cut that in half to 49%. That means you're going to have 51 customers, not 2. Let's just say that this cart abandonment sequence that I'm going to give you maybe reduces it by 25% even. That means that you're going to be able to get 27 customers going through out of 100 as opposed to 2. So either way, this episode is going to be super powerful for you because it's truly going to help you be able to eliminate a big pandemic in e-commerce that's been happening for quite some time, and that's getting people to finish their purchase. Now, this sequence here is definitely going to help you be able to eliminate that in your e-commerce business. But you also have to ask yourself too, like, why is that happening? And in the previous episode, I had a great guest, Justin Christensen. He's a conversion optimization specialist, and he really specializes in consulting with e-commerce businesses and asking those questions like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And then coming up with hypotheses that can be implemented. This way, those why questions can be answered and performance improvements can happen. So you might want to even go through your process. If you're seeing cart abandonment issues in your e-commerce business, then you need to look at it from their perspective. Go through that process and see what you're seeing in your e-commerce store. Is the messaging losing people after they have clicked add to cart? Is there too many steps to go from add to cart to checkout? Or are you not offering like enough security when they're actually in your cart? Do you have a encryption seal? Do you have a guarantee? Are you summarizing the product? Are you mentioning the benefits of the product that they're about to check out with? Those are some questions to ask yourself, because if you're not doing those things, that could be why you're also losing a high percentage of people after they have added to cart and they're not checking out. Because even if you implement these follow-up processes that I'm about to go over, if you don't have those things in place when people are checking out in your e-commerce store, then these follow-up processes won't necessarily make the biggest impact that they can make because you have flaws in your store. So look at your store, go through it, maybe even go back to the previous episode, watch or listen to that episode with Justin Christensen, where he goes over how to really think through your e-commerce store. So this way you can get the best possible experience, which is going to lead also your business to the best possible conversion rate in your e-commerce store by addressing several of the tips and action items that Justin goes over in that episode to help you have a better experience in your e-commerce store. So this way you can reduce that cart abandonment from added cart to checkout. So these follow-up processes that I'm about to go over, these will definitely help you. However, you definitely need to look at your store too and see if there's something happening in your store that's causing people to leave out of the stuff that I've mentioned or out of the stuff from the previous episode with Justin Christensen. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's jump into these templates that I'm going to give you as a gift for watching this episode. Or listening to this episode if you're joining me from iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play. All right, so let's go ahead and let's jump in. All right, so what you're looking at here on screen is a cart abandonment campaign template. So this is following several different SMS, Facebook Messenger, emails, and ads that we've used in many of our done-for-you clients on the agency side, where we've implemented the ARM5 formula to some staggering results. For example, we've done 145,000 in just one day with one client, for example, and that was off of like over 6,000 in return on ad spend, or ROI, from advertising. So cart abandonment is just one of those systems that really helps to maximize your advertising dollars and also just your marketing in general. So this way you're getting the best possible return from your marketing. So this sequence here that you see here on screen, this is a sequence that really works. It makes a big difference. And like I said before, with the numbers in this episode, it can really reduce your cart abandonment rate and bring in more customers, if you're seeing a high amount of people adding to cart but yet not checking out. So let's go over this process here. So this first part of the template here is the SMS cart abandonment campaign. So SMS, text messaging, it's powerful to use text messaging. It's also very easy these days to use text messaging with your Shopify store. And in most examples, when people are on the verge of checking out, they're going to fill in all their contact details before they actually leave the page, especially if you've created your checkout process to acquire their personal details before they input their credit card details, or they check out via PayPal or Stripe, or whatever options you give them, Apple Pay, you name it. So when you get those details, you can use their contact details to be able to follow up with them right away. So if you get their phone number and they leave, you can then start up a SMS cart abandonment campaign. That's where this first part of this template comes in. And I'll read just the first message for you here, but the first message is, you want to send it 30 minutes to 2 hours after an abandoned purchase. And I actually would recommend testing with 30 minutes first, because typically you want to really make sure that you get people to go back to where they were at before they completely lose track of what they were about to do and that motivation that caused them to get to that point where they were about to purchase. If you wait too long, then they're going to forget why they were interested in your product, and you don't want that to happen. That's why you want to have a follow-up series happen fairly quickly after someone leaves your cart before they purchase. So this first message is this. Hi, first name, let's just say Josh. Hi, Josh. I just noticed you tried to purchase or join, depending on what you're selling, product name, whatever that is. But unfortunately, it looks like we're having a bit of trouble. Don't worry, I wanted to make it easy to pick up where you left off, so here's a direct link to the sign up or order page. And then you give them the link. Simple as that. And so what you're doing here is, you're assuming they got distracted or something happened in the process. So you're not trying to make any assumptions here. You're basically just following up and offering a convenience here to get them to go back to where they left off. This way they can follow through with their purchase of whatever that product name is. And this type of simple marketing and simple follow-up really adds to your brand, really adds to your customer service, and also at the same time brings in additional transactions and additional customers and additional sales revenue into your business. And that's just one message. Now I have two other SMS messages in this entire template. One goes out 24 hours after the first message, and another goes out 24 hours after that second message. So you definitely want to have a few messages going out, not just one, to get people to come back and follow through with their purchase. And then on top of that too, with a lot of SMS software, you can offer two-way SMS. Like we use, for example, a solution within my company where we can do a text message automatically, and then they can reply to it, and I can interact with them. I can engage with them to give them that extra layer of personal feedback. So this way they know it's not just a bot, it's a real person on the other end that's here to help them. And you can do the same thing as well in your e-commerce business. Okay, so that's one modality. So you want to use definitely more than just SMS. I definitely recommend using Facebook Messenger, for example. So Facebook Messenger it can be very, very powerful because everybody's on Facebook, and open rates are almost as good as SMS. SMS open rates are like 95% and above. Facebook Messenger open rates are typically 80% and above, just to give you like a rough estimate there. But this is going to happen in a similar frequency. So after someone abandons their purchase, 30 minutes to 2 hours later, a message will then go out to them from your Facebook business page, messaging them directly on Facebook to get them to come back and finish their purchase. And here's how the conversation goes. Do you want to blank? Problem, and then this is where you state the problem that the product or program solves. And so let's just say that you're selling a supplement that boosts immunity. Do you want to fix low immunity? Question mark. For example, or let's just say that you're selling toothbrushes that are made of bamboo, not plastic. Do you want to save the earth and reduce plastic waste by purchasing a bamboo toothbrush? Question mark. Just to give you an example. So that's where that template comes in. And then, best practice with any Facebook Messenger is to ask a question first to engage and get them to say a yes, ideally. You want to get that positive reinforcement. And so you always want to start your Facebook Messenger sequences with a question that gets them to respond back with a yes. And that's where that comes from, okay? And then they come back and they say yes. You give them the option to click yes. And then after they do that, then you say good. That's what product name is here to do, whatever your product is. In fact, product name can also, and then you have a few bullets of different benefits that your product gives the customer. And then it says below that, however, I just noticed that you tried to join or purchase, product name. Unfortunately, it looks like something happened and you weren't able to complete the process. That's okay. We will make things right from here. Again, this is just like the SMS campaign. You're taking responsibility. You're not making any assumptions. You're putting it on you and your brand for something happening and just helping them move forward with continuing their purchase. This way they can purchase your company's product. If it was a technical issue, please let us know right away so that we can have our team get it fixed. However, if the reason you weren't able to buy was because of a question you had, I would love to answer it. Just respond back to this message and we'll get it worked out. In the meantime, I've saved your cart here for you to access again. This will allow you to pick up where you left off without any delay. And then you give them a link. And again, if you have questions or concerns about joining or purchasing product name, please let us know. I would be happy to help. That's it. And that's that first message that goes out, again, 30 minutes to 2 hours after someone has abandoned your cart. And using Facebook Messenger can be definitely very, very powerful. And on top of that, let me just say this too. Facebook Messenger is not hard to implement. ManyChat, for example, makes it super easy to be able to implement automation, Facebook Messenger automation, when actions happen from your Shopify store if you're using Shopify, and most e-commerce businesses are. You can go directly into your ManyChat account. You can go into automation. You can go to flows, and you can click on Shopify here on the left underneath triggers, and you could start a new flow here. And I'll just do this here on screen really quick just to show you just how easy it is to be able to implement a Facebook Messenger automation when someone leaves your cart. And because ManyChat also now has built-in email and built-in SMS, you can actually implement the entire cart abandonment process here in ManyChat. So here I go to add trigger, I go to Shopify, and then boom, I have 5 different triggers that can start a Facebook Messenger automation. And then of course you could layer in SMS and email, because now ManyChat can do all 3 modalities. But the 5 actions that you can use when in a flow within ManyChat from your Shopify store is abandoned cart, abandoned product browse, placed order, fulfilled order, canceled order. So abandoned cart, boom, right there. That's the trigger that can start this process. So it's very, very easy for you to take this template, customize it to your business, and then implement it using ManyChat. I can't speak for any other marketing automation softwares that use Facebook Messenger, but ManyChat is awesome, super easy to use. And there's additional triggers here that you might want to take advantage of as well that we won't cover in today's episode. But let's just, food for thought here. What if you had a Facebook Messenger campaign, a flow, a conversation that was sent out to a prospect after they came to a product page and then they left that product page? That could be huge as well, right? Or after, say, they place an order and then you want to try to get them to upgrade that order to one of your upsell offers, you can do that again through ManyChat. So just want to give you some food for thought there, since we're in there in ManyChat and we're really taking advantage of what ManyChat can do when it comes to leveraging Facebook Messenger in your e-commerce business. Okay, so let's scroll down further. So in this same template, I'm also giving you a proven retargeting ad campaign for cart abandonment. And this is straight from my first book, Facebook Advertising Trends and Strategies for E-commerce 2019 edition. You can use ads when people leave your cart, when they abandon your cart, and get them to come back to purchase as well. And you definitely want to use as many modalities as possible, because again, cart abandonment, that's low-hanging fruit in your e-commerce business that can really bring in more sales revenue once you are able to reduce that. And using more modalities will help you reduce that. So this is the first initial ad, and there's some other ads as well, but the initial ad is, do you want to blank benefit of the product, whatever your product is, and whatever that benefit is, you put it in there, question mark. Good news, that's what product or program, whatever that name is here to do. In fact, with product or program, whatever that is, you can then benefit 1, benefit 2, benefit 3. Head back and finish your sign up or purchase now to receive X% off. So you do want to offer like a percent off to get them to come back. Usually it's about 10% just to start with. This offer is only good for 7 days. After that, the discount will go away and you'll lose your opportunity to save money. Don't wait, click here. And then you give them a link to your cart where they can go back and they could finish their purchase where they left off. That could be a very powerful ad that's going to not only be ROI positive with your ad spend, but it's also going to reduce your cart abandonment in your e-commerce store. And then the rest of this retargeting ad campaign, I'll give you some tips here. It basically will increase the discount that you're offering, because if you do a scaling discount over time, you'll get more people to come back. You could actually do a reverse to that too, and they both have tested well from other Facebook advertising experts. We've tested it in both ways, and they both work at about the same rate, so it's really up to you. But you can do a ascending or descending discount with your retargeting ads that increases or decreases every 7 days from the time that they have abandoned cart from your e-commerce store. So that's a really powerful ad that I definitely recommend running. Okay, so and then finally, let me also show you another email ad campaign here that can definitely make a big difference as well. So email is super powerful. It definitely can make a big difference here in your e-commerce store. Our best clients that are making, let's just say, $500,000 plus a month, 50% of that is coming from email. So email is that old Chevy that still runs. It keeps going, and email can definitely make an impact to your business, and definitely can make an impact to cart abandonment. So what you see here on screen is a cart abandonment campaign from email. And so here is that first email, and again, you want to send this out 30 minutes to 2 hours after the abandoned purchase. So here's the subject line. Looks like you left this in the cart. and then here's the email itself. Hey, first name, I just noticed that you tried to purchase product name, whatever that is, but didn't finish the purchase. Did something happen with our order page? If so, please let me know so we can fix it. If you close out of the page already, don't worry. I found your pending order and created a link for you with your details already in the form so you can pick up where you left off. We've also added an extra 10% discount to help you on your way to whatever that benefit is. You want to insert a benefit there with your company's name. Where did I leave off? Okay. And then just click below to complete the order and claim your discount. And then you have a link to the order form pre-filled out if possible to make it super easy for them to continue where they left off. If you need any help, feel free to reach us then you want to insert your phone number, or via email and then you want to insert your support email address. Talk soon, and then signature. So that's the first email, and that goes out 30 minutes to 2 hours after someone has abandoned cart. So what I just went over here can really bring in some additional results into your business right away. So I definitely encourage you to take action right away, especially if you're seeing some numbers that trouble you. Like if you're seeing somewhere along the lines of 2 to 5 people checking out of 100 people adding to cart, then you have a big cart abandonment issue. And even if you're not at that low of a rate, either way, you definitely have an opportunity here to add cart abandonment into your e-commerce business. So if you don't have it, take action. And this is how. All you have to do is you just have to text the word cart, that's C-A-R-T, to this phone number, and you can do this from anywhere, no matter where you're watching or listening to this from. You want to go ahead and text that word cart to 938-444-8045, and make sure that if you are international that you're using country code 1 for the United States. And by doing so, I'm going to give you this entire template with Facebook Messenger, with SMS, with retargeting ads, with emails. This way you can implement this into your e-commerce business. This is my gift to you. This way you can see more sales coming into your business by taking advantage of a leak that's probably in your business that's troubling you right now, that's causing you to miss out on additional sales. And this is something that can be handled very quickly and very easily with maybe an hour or 2 hours of work. So I definitely recommend taking action right away. Get this template, get this gift that I'm giving to you. This way you can see more sales coming in your business, and you can then come into my ARM5 Formula Accelerator with the additional profits that I'm helping you get. Because I'd love to help you scale it up to 100,000 per month. The ARM5 Formula Accelerator is a program designed for established e-commerce businesses that are seeing some sales, but they haven't quite reached that 50,000 per month or more, and they want help in being able to scale their business further. And my strategy, my process allows you to see max ROI from your advertising by implementing 9 key systems that I walk you through and I coach you through throughout a 12-month program. So if you want access to that, definitely click on the link below and hit apply for the ARM5 Formula Accelerator. But either way, take advantage of this free cart abandonment template that I'm giving you as a gift. This way you can reduce cart abandonment in your e-commerce business. You can see more sales coming into your e-commerce business very, very fast as well. So again, all you have to do is just text the word cart, C-A-R-T, to country code 1, 938-444-8045. Thank you again for watching this episode. Definitely take action. Eliminate cart abandonment as much as possible in your business. This way you have more sales coming into your business. And I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for tuning into the e-commerce performance marketing show. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment with a timestamp of your favorite part and share it with a friend. Until our next episode, here's to you and the success of your e-commerce business.